What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be talking about the Chicago Bulls picking up a victory in their first Summer League game. They faced the Milwaukee Bucks, who simply wouldn't go away, and they fought and scratched and clawed every single step of this game. But the Bulls ran away with it in the end, picking up a very good victory in some good momentum plays, in my opinion, as well. There were some good, strides that the Bulls took in this game. So every time the momentum kind of fell off in many ways, the Bulls were the one that picked it back up, and that is why we got the victory. We're going to talk a little bit about it and more in this video. But before we get any further, if you liked the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Bulls game today against the Bucks in the Summer League. And did you like what you saw from specific players as well? You know, obviously the players that you know for a fact are going to be here next season, like Mateusz Bzal, like, of course, a Julian Phillips, an Adama Sanogu, maybe even a Henry Drell. Did you like their performances? Or was there someone on the list here that surprised you a lot and someone that you might want to give a chance heading into preseason as well? Now, of course, it's just one game. We did win this game 96-89. Once again, the Bucks were just fighting. They were fighting. It was a very scratch and claw type of game. Every time the Bulls got that momentum up, the Bucks would respond. And it was kind of a game where the Bulls managed it really well, but the Bucks were in that never say die attitude, and it led to a really entertaining game, in all honesty. Now, of course, Summer League games, they're not necessarily about the wins and the losses. I think it's more about the experience and, of course, showing your talent to NBA scouts and obviously to the fans excited to see you play. This is where the rookies get to shine, the second-year players get to shine. This is where opportunities can come. And that's why the Summer League is such a special occasion for very many people. But at the end of the day, the wins and the losses isn't the most important thing. Of course, it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely to start off the season with a victory. It's absolutely lovely to know that your chance at a finals appearance in the Summer League is still alive technically because of our first victory. And look, we might be getting ahead of ourselves. We'll have to wait and see how we do in our next game against the Warriors. But all you can do is take it one game at a time. And I really much enjoyed this game. Now, from a team perspective, because we're going to talk a lot about individual players here, but from a team perspective, the one thing I really liked about this game was our defensive pressure every step of the way. I felt like our starters had it, and this is where stats don't really come into it, because if you look at the stats for some of our starters, you might look at guys like Brooks, for example, who played 15 minutes for the Bulls. He was a starter, he was our center, didn't necessarily play a whole lot. But again, he was a big part of our defensive pressure. Guys like Stewart was a big part of our defensive pressure. And you know, all of our starters, even our bench players as well. Andrew Funk was a big part of it. It was just a really good team effort on the defensive end. And look, man, it's a Summer League. It's a very fast-paced game. There should be a lot of scoring involved because of how quick people like to play and how rushed sometimes, I guess you could say, people like to play in those types of environments where pace is not, you know, it's there in abundance. Everybody's quick. Everybody's eager. Everybody's energized. Everybody's got the pep in their step. And they all lack experience in many ways. So that's just how they are known to play. It is fun in that regard, and it should lead to a lot of scoring. But the Bulls actually really, you know, stamped down on the defensive end. The pressure was everywhere. We got a lot of deflections and steals. I think even we got a couple of blocks in there as well. We got a good grasp on the boards. It was just a really good defensive effort. And that's what I'm going to take away more than anything out of this game, collectively. Our offense was up and down. We didn't crack 100 points this game. We really caught fire in the second half from the three-point line, but we were very, very poor in the first half from the three-point line. We had stints in the game where it felt like we couldn't score to save our lives, but one thing that I thought was really consistent throughout the whole game was the defensive pressure, and sometimes that is what helps you win games, which is really, really solid. So that's the collective side of the game, really, and I did like the togetherness that we had on that end. But now it is time to look at some individual performances, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to look at the guys that really shined for the Bulls in one way, form, or fashion. Obviously, I want to talk about the rookie, Mateusz Bzal, first. He had 15 points, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists with 2 blocks in the game. This was his first, I guess, indication of what you should expect from him in the future. Was it the best game you've ever seen him play? Ultimately, I think the answer will probably be no. There were a couple of things that were big issues. For example, his field goal percentage, he was 4 from 15. That's not necessarily a good thing. But he had some good plays in there. He had some good playmaking plays in there. At the end of the day, he got 2 assists, but I thought both assists were pretty good. Obviously, the 2 blocks as well, showing his rim protection. He likes to grab rebounds, and he grabbed 7 of them in this game. And for the first appearance in a Bulls uniform, I don't think it was that bad at all, really. I actually really enjoyed what he was able to do. And the one thing that you got from him, which is something we all expected and should expect, is the work ethic on that end. He plays with a tremendous amount of energy, and whether that leads to him as a starting player for the Bulls or not, it's something that you're going to respect when he steps foot in a Bulls uniform for real, in the main NBA, the energy. It's always a necessary need in this Bulls team. And to have players that will come in, bring some energy, not afraid of the moment. Again, he's played in the G League. The Summer League, it's still a great opportunity, but the G League it's an important league to play in, and he took that big step at 19 years of age. I really liked how that translated over into this game, but now I'm expecting more. I saw what I saw in this game. There were some goods and some bads, some pretties and some uglies. Now we move into the next one, and hopefully we can start to clean those things up a little bit, and we'll see how he does against the Warriors in the next game, but ultimately, not too bad for a first start. I really thought, again, he brought some good things in this game that may not even translate on the stat sheet. But someone that, in my opinion, was really good that I don't think I expected to see was Julian Phillips. He had 17 points and 10 rebounds on the night, so a double-double for Mr. Julian Phillips. This is the first time we've seen him in a long time, but the most important thing for me is that when everybody was struggling in their plus-minus, Julian Phillips stood out in the plus-minus with plus 13. So he was by far and away the most impactful player, or I guess you could say the team played at their best when Julian Phillips was on the court. That's a big statement to make. Now, at the end of the day, everybody's hyped about a lot of people. Everybody's hyped about Mateusz Bzal because he's a rookie, and it's always nice to see fresh blood in a Bulls uniform. It's, Adama Sanogo, because we really do need, in my opinion, some competition in that center position. People were excited to see him play. We'll get to him later. But Julian Phillips is a guy that I don't think many people expected to have that type of game at the very beginning of Summer League. But in my opinion, he stood out really nicely. And the three-point shooting was in effect today. I think, what was he from 3? He was 1 from 3 from the three-point line. That's not too bad. Was really efficient. Got a couple of good defensive stops in there as well. I like Julian Phillips' performance today. Again, a big thumbs up. And I'm excited to see what the second-year player has in store for the Bulls next season. But now let's go into someone that I thought was really fantastic for the Bulls as well. Adama Sanogo, 17 points and 12 rebounds, 1 assist and 3 steals on the night. He actually came off the bench, but his impact was just so incredible. He ended up playing more minutes than the starting center in Brooks. He played 25 minutes in this game. I'm not sure why he came off the bench, because again, he's a guy that's pretty much guaranteed to be on that two-way contract for the Bulls, in my opinion, with the way that he's playing. No idea why I came off the bench, but it didn't matter because he made the impact in less time and he got a double-double and he was just thriving in that position. And again, performances like this make me believe he could be in the rotation next season. I'm not sitting here saying he's going to be the starting center. Because at the end of the day, especially if we keep Nikola Vucevic, it's just an unrealistic stretch to make when you say he's going to be the starting center for the Bulls in the near future. Look, maybe 3-4 years down the line, he continues to play like this. His role and his opportunity might come as a starting center for the Bulls. But I could truly say in my heart, he is good enough to be a backup center for the Bulls, and he's good enough to get in this rotation. And this game, in my opinion, shows it, and hopefully he has the rest of the Summer League to show it as well. And in my opinion, because of that, coming off the bench and doing the impact, making the impact that he made, Adama Sanogo is my player of the game for the Bulls today. Really liked what he brought to the table, and he has unique qualities, man, and I really think he's starting to clean up some of his offensive skills as well. You used to see him all fumbly, turning the ball over like crazy, especially in the first Summer League. You didn't see that much of that today for the Bulls. He had 2 turnovers, so of course, it's not like it's not there at all, but there was a game where he had 4 or 5 turnovers in the Summer League. That seems to have been cleaned up a little bit. And he's showing some true prowess on the offensive end, at least within the painted area. So I like what I see. The Bulls start 1-0 in the Summer League. Let's hope it continues. With that being said, what do you guys think about the game? Thank you for watching. Drop a like and a follow. And or subscribe if you are new. And I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care. And peace.